Welcome to another edition of My Opinion here on My Opinion TV, where we give you news, sports, and general activities happening in and around the world, especially back home in Jamaica. And today we want to look at a situation where an 8-year-old girl was reportedly committed suicide, suspected suicide. That's what the newspaper is saying. And it's a sad story. It's a sad day in the community of Burke Road in Old Harbour. And we want to say condolences to the family, but we want to take a in-depth look into this, and we want to look at it in a positive, not positive, but want to look at it generally, right? Reading the story, when you see the headlines, a lot of person might form their own opinion instantly. But if you read the story and go in depth into the story, 8-year-old Jasmine Keelan, you know, you'll begin to see a pattern developing. A lot of persons are running with this notion that she wanted to use her tablet and her mother said no, and then she went outside and took her life. Well, if you read further into the story, you'll find out that one of her friends passed her gate the following morning and said hi to her, and she didn't respond. So, maybe at that point, a lot of things the little child was contemplating, and we just want to reach out to the communities, especially in Jamaica. When you observe certain things happening, especially with little kids, we got to be more vigilant. We got to be more, because you pass the little child and you say good morning to her, and maybe she doesn't respond, in which normally, based on what I'm reading, she would normally respond. Then, I think you could just stop and say, hey, what's happening? I said good morning, you didn't answer. And then you might, at that point here, she might just expose certain things to you. But the person who passed and said good morning, she didn't answer, was a little bit surprised, but the person still went on. You understand? Because they say normally she's a jovial person and she seems sad that particular day. And they're saying that our mother just went in to lay down, and then this incident took place. However, for me, the big part of this story, and the part that maybe a lot of persons will not be looking at, is that she was getting counseling because she was not taking the separation of her mother and father lightly. She was not taking the separation between her mom and dad lightly. So right there and then we have seen these are some issues that, I mean, the relevant authorities have to address. Persons need to seek help. When you're in a relationship and the relationship is breaking off, you have to always remember the kids are the ones most likely will be affected. And you can see all the reviews coming up, even though some persons are saying the child was a little bit rude, but at the end of the day, I'm not even focusing on the part that says the child was a little bit rude. The point I am focusing on is that there's a relationship between the mother and the father, and the relationship has taken a toll on the child, and the child decided to do what the next thing. However, just want to look at it again, is that sometimes as parents you have to assess your child, monitor them closely, look at their body expression, look at their moods, and then you can make an assessment and know what to do or how to seek help. Or you just can't take it for granted that they will take the separation as good as you. And you know it's just sad to know when you look, she's a single mother, you understand, and everybody is saying she dealt with her kids good and all of that. But for me, yes, as a single mother dealing with child good, maybe she just overlooked the impact the separation had on the daughter. Even though at this point the police are dealing with the case as a suspected case of suicide, but at the end of the day, the child, life has been lost, and we can only cheer up the family and hope that you know persons will use this incident as an eye opener. Whenever you see certain things, whenever there's a breakup, seek help, seek professional counseling. I mean, a lot of the persons in the community is distraught at this moment. A lot of them, kind of feeling so bad about the entire situation. But for me, I am not looking at it. They're proclaiming that it was because she didn't get the tablet why she did that. I am not looking at it from that angle. If she was getting counseling because of the separation of the relationship between her mom and her father, that right there to me is more telling than the fact that she was not granted her wish of using the tablet. But we see another story in the Old Harbor news, and family members are disputing the police theory that they're dealing with a case of suspected suicide. But I'm in no position to even validate their point, and they're saying that she wouldn't do that to herself. But listen, it is not fair for you to judge that, because you don't know what's going through the child's mind at that point. And to go it's a painful experience for a child, to watch a relationship between their mom and their dad going in the direction it was going. But at the end of the day, we hope the Sisoka, the Child Development Agency, all the child advocates groups can really look at look at these kind of matters with involving kids, and do a lot more. And we hope parents, instead of watching their relationship with their other spouse decline, and they go through separation, always just open your eyes a little and look at the impact these separation can have on the child. Seek professional help for the child. Observe everything about them. You understand? Because you might think that, oh yeah, they're just taking it just like you. No, they take these things much more serious, and a child looks deeper than how sometimes you as adult would look at some things. But as I say, it's a sad day. We wish the family of 8-year-old Jasmine Keeling, we wish God strength at this time, in this difficult time for them. We hope God will bring comfort and healing to the hearts of all the family members. But the police are still investigating. Let's wait and see what the investigation brings. But as I said, you can just drop us your comment in the comment section, and let us know what you think. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Leave a comment also. And as I said, this is my opinion, so your opinion can also be different from mine. But for now, that's it for another day. Be good, be careful, and remember, look after your loved one and look out for a neighbor.